Get a Job in Tech, episode 328. 10 career rules for software engineer. Software engineer is someone who knows how to program, they know algorithms, like they usually know C++, they know Python, obviously. They should know some sort of other front-end software or back-end. Definitely they're going to know SQL, like MySQL, definitely going to know that. But that's programmer. And it's the big monitor, stuff like you see on TV, big monitor, and the writing code. So the first thing, the career rules for a software engineer, first is the business impact. You've seen brilliant engineers get stuck. They're writing code that nobody needs, meaning they're climbing a ladder nowhere. They're climbing the wrong ladder. They're solving problems that business doesn't care about. Don't do that. Rewriting systems that work fine because they want to figure, well, I'm going to fix this. I can see something, I'm going to fix it. Well, if the company doesn't care about that, they're not asking you to do it, then don't do it. You got to focus on the why. You got to focus on the why, not just the how. Your code means nothing if it doesn't solve real problems. Number 2, be a multiplier. The best engineers are multipliers. They help and mentor junior engineers. They write clear documentations or comments in your code, like / and then a comment. They share knowledge freely. You want to be irreplaceable? Make everyone around you better. Number 3, get things done. Harsh reality is an unfinished project delivers zero value. Be the engineer, the software engineer, who ships consistently. You're going to ship your code or commit, ship it to commit, solves problems and get things done. Balance perfection and pragmatism. Number 4, don't be a hero. Lone developers are a liability, 100%. Don't be a lone developer. You're working on some code and you don't want to share with anybody else. You're not committing to Git. You're not pushing the code so for someone else to review it. And then suddenly, voila, your code is gone. There is a HBO show called Silicon Valley. This guy, Guilfoyle, one of the characters in there, he's an example of it. One of these coders who was self-taught and he's like, I'll get it done. He's a what you call a lone developer, right? The best engineers collaborate early and often. Discuss before coding, ask more questions, and keep people informed. Code is definitely a team sport. Number 5, take ownership of projects. Here's what separates the senior engineers from the rest. They keep stakeholders. Stakeholders are like the people involved in the project or in the sprint, informed before being asked. They'll provide them with an update, basically, in their meetings. They share progress proactively. They flag blockers early, and they communicate clearly. Communication is your competitive advantage. Number 6, guard your focus. Your attention is your most valuable asset. Protect it ruthlessly. Block off deep work time. Say no to unnecessary meetings. Definitely do that. Avoid shiny object syndrome. That's definitely, you see like a shiny object, do you want to go after that? No. Stay focused. 1 hour of focused work beats 8 hours of distracted effort. And what they're talking about is you're a coder. You come in, get your headphones on, you listen to Mozart, Bach, Beethoven, some classical stuff, maybe some Coldplay, something like that, and block off like 3 or 4 hours of time. You're just in your own little world. You have your project, you know what you need to do, looking through code, looking on Substack or Stack Overflow for answers, basically, because you're going to need it. No one knows everything. And then take a break. Get up after 3 or 4 hours, take a snack, get a snack, take a little break, get some me time, and go back at it. Number 7, embrace feedback. You want to grow fast? Treat feedback as free coaching. It's very, very good. thing to think about. Seek out feedback. Ask deeper questions and adapt and improve. Don't let your ego hold you back. Number 8, communicate. Technical skills get you hired. Communication skills get you promoted. Invest heavily in writing clearly, explaining complex ideas simply, leading technical discussions. This is going to be kind of hard for some individuals to do, engineers especially. So, explaining complex ideas simply. For example, an engineer, usually engineers, how they think are, I'm going to write a verbiage and you do it. You're going to read it how I understand it and go. You got a 7th grader for people. You have to have pictures. You have the 7th grade. And a good rule of thumb is when you have, like, you're creating a PDF or you're creating a doc or a knowledge base, something like article, whatever you're doing for internal use, you want to have like 3 pages and then a blank, or maybe a picture or a continuation. It lets me pause. 3 pages, I'm going to pause, refresh, next 3 pages. 3 pages, pause, 3 pages. You could do a picture in between. You could do a intentional page in between. You could do next section, whatever you want to do. Or pictures are definitely needed in that one. Number 9, keep learning. The only constant in tech is change. Your learning system matters more than your current knowledge. Build the habit, create side projects, read technical blogs, contribute to open source like GitHub or Stack Overflow. Number 10, teach others. Most successful engineers I know write extensively, teach willingly, and share openly. Unless you're Apple and Microsoft, which rightly so, they should. They should be like that. They're a business. They're not Linux. They are not like that. They have a business model. They have a shareholders to answer to. You can't just freely give it away. You need to profit. No margin, no mission. Teaching is the best way to learn. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next one.